Hi everybody, and thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my videos and hopefully share them with your friends if you find any value in them. So today we are going to make keto fried pork chops. Not very hard, few ingredients, and I'll show you how to do that, alright? So first you're going to need a skillet with 3 tablespoons of coconut oil in it. And you're going to want to turn that on about medium to 3/4 heat. And then you're going to take a 3/4 cup of almond flour, a 1/4 cup of coconut flour, a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, 1/4 cup Parmesan cheese, a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, and a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and then about a 1/4 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cracked black pepper. That's going to be your batter. And then you're going to need 2 eggs, 4 pork chops. And all we're simply going to do here is I'm going to take my little whisk. I'm going to mix this up so everything's well incorporated. Okay, just mix all of that in a medium-sized bowl that you can fit a pork chop into. And this is a simple, keto meal, and you would make your side like we're gonna have some leftover Brussels sprouts and cauliflower for our side tonight. So all I have to worry about is cooking the meat. Okay, so that looks well incorporated. It all looks the same color, which means everything got mixed in. Okay, now we're just gonna take these 2 eggs. Okay, we're going to whip them up. You may want to add just a little bit of water, maybe about 2 tablespoons of cold water. It just helps them whip easier. I should have used a different bowl, but... Okay, and then once you get them all the same color, then all we're going to do here is I already got the pork chops. And I already washed them and I patted them dry with a paper towel. Okay, the grease is heating nicely. Well, the coconut oil. Now I'm just going to take the pork. I'm going to dip it in this egg mixture. Like that. I'm going to take it right out. Put it right here in the flour. Flip it over. Put a little bit on top. Pack it on there just a little bit. Okay, so that's how it's going to look. Then you're just going to put that in some hot oil. The oil isn't completely hot yet, but you want it to sear normally when you put it in there. Okay, so I just flip this around a couple times, shake off any excess, put it right in the flour. And this would probably be enough flour Parmesan cheese mixture to do 6 of these. And I hear that one starting to sizzle. Put this one right in the pan. Then do the next one. And then what we're going to do here is we're just going to sear them on both sides to get them brown. Then we're going to throw them in the oven on 375 for about half an hour to make sure they're completely done. And just sprinkle some on, push it down on there just a little bit so you get like a little bit of a batter for it. Okay, then one more. And like I said, after you sear both sides of them, get a little crisp on the the flour, then you just want to take and put them in the oven for about a half an hour on 375. And once you get these seared a little bit in the pan, if you want, you're obviously going to have a little left over here this time because that's enough flour for 6. Once I get the little sear on them, I'll just take some of that after I flip them, you know, over onto the other side. Once it gets a little crisp, I'll take some of this leftover flour, sprinkle it over the top before I put it into the oven. And then, you know, you could just make rice cauliflower for a side or, you know, something like that. Or use some leftovers. That way you're not wasting, you know, your leftovers in the fridge. All right? So like I said, just a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and 3/4 cup almond flour, and a 1/4 cup of coconut flour, and 2 eggs. So you mix all them ingredients together, then you whip up the 2 eggs with 2 tablespoons of water, dip the pork chop right into the egg, then dip it into the flour batter, flip it over, take some sprinkle on it, push it down a little bit, and put it in a skillet that has heated coconut oil in it, about 3 tablespoons. We're going to flip these one time here in about 3 minutes. And then we'll let them cook for 3 minutes. Then we're going to put them in an oven on 375 for a half an hour. All right? So thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you all later. Bye.